Okay, I want to show you how these grid seed miners work. Here we have, we just started 5 minutes ago, and already we have acceptances on each of these orbs, which we're mining here. And here on these blades, we already have plenty of acceptances. A little bit of imbalance here. These two just got into double digits, and you'll see this one at 3.7 mega hash, and these at only 1.5. But that's a luck feature, and once this has been running for a long time, these figures will balance out. Okay. I want to, the way we get these displays to show this many rows is by changing the properties of the shortcut. Right, here we go, properties, layout. And you see that here we have a height of 19. And here we're setting the position. The left is 2200. That's because we're on a multi-monitor system. This number on the left-hand monitor, this would only go up to 1920, you see. And you see we're on the blades here, which starts down the page at 558. Let's look at the layout. You'll see that for our orbs, the window position starts at the same left, 2200, but the top is at 0, so it's the top of the screen. Okay. So next thing I want to show you, we're gonna quit this blades mining there, and we'll actually quit the orbs also. And let me I want to record these numbers: 80 by 30, 80 by 43. 43 is the height, 2200, Okay, we're going to change the height here to 50. Okay, and now you understand I have running right now 31 orbs and 7 blades. So that's 40 grid seed devices. Well, let me show you this bat file that starts it. Here is the command line. And we'll see here our -S command. Simply says grid seed all. We haven't specified any specific COM ports. This is just the easy way and the first way I learned. So there we go. It's going to start all grid seeds. So if I run this bat file now, which I'm going to do, it's going to find every grid seed device that we have, which is 38 of them. We have from 0 to 30, that's our 31 orbs, and then 31 to 37, that's our blades. Of course, I don't know which ones are which here. We can manage them, and then down arrow. All right, now see grid seed 1, we see that double A, you know that's a blade. And so we have to run all the way down, and that's a blade. That's a blade. All right, now, okay. Now see all right, so 0 through 3, that's blades. Now we come here and it's just got A, B, C, D, E, and then it jumps to the next. So A through E, that's 5. That's our 5-chip orbs. Hit enter to get out of that. So, in order, how do I get one batch file to work just the orbs and another bat file to run just the blades? And first, I should tell you why I want to. I'm going to quit here and open this batch file. I'm sorry. Edit. And we'll see right here, clock equals 850. That's the default optimal clock speed for the orb. And I don't ever do any overclocking because I want that device to last forever. Okay, here, for our blades, clock equals 800. That's a different clock speed. So in order to be able to set those distinct clock speeds, I have to have separate bat files. How I handled this initially was to, I have a USB extension cable that goes to the hub for the blades. So I would disconnect that cable, then start the bat file for the orbs, which would get every grid seed which was online, but at that moment that was only the orbs. Then once it was running, then I would plug in the USB cable and the blades bat would run with the 800 clock, and it couldn't pick up any of the ones that were already running because those comms weren't available. It would only pick up the remaining grid seeds on the system, which were all the blades. Now, that was a decent system, but it wasn't any good for remoting in. So what I did is came up with a third style of bat file for the blades, where I specify the COM ports. And here we go with our first .S, and there's the way to specify a specific COM port for a grid seed under BFG Miner 5.4. Okay, so we got -S space grid seed colon / / dot / COM148. So we've actually set a series of these for all 7 of those blades, specifying them. All right, now let me digress still a bit further. How do I find out those COM ports? I use this USB tree view, and from having hunted around here, I know that this right here is the hub that those, well, this right here actually is the hub that those 7 blades are hooked to. So this ST Microelectronics Virtual COM port, I never had to download a driver. That seems to be built into the grid seed chips. So anyhow, we'll come here. I want to come to this bottom one. That's COM148, and this port, if you'll look here, we're seeing 2 ports. There's actually, there's 2 ports within this one hardware hub, and the whole powered USB hub is 212. This port is 2121, 2122, 2123, and then this secondary hub is 2124 itself. So all the ports on it are 21241, 21242, and so on. Okay, and for each of these, we see a device ID, which BFG Miner calls serial, and we see the COM port. And once one of these devices has picked up a specific COM port, it'll pick up that same COM port every time. That's the thing that helps us locate where a particular, oh, I'm sorry, that's off screen. There it's showing the COM port. And there it's showing the device ID. When we want to locate a specific grid seed device, we do it through the coordination of this USB tree view and the BFG Miner screen itself, which I promise you we'll get back to in a moment, and our log. When I piped the output of the BFG Miner screen into this log file. I do it on C:. Your Windows 7 setup might be such that you can't write to C:, so use some other drive or use a folder on C:. At any rate, right here, here's where all our grid seeds started. And so grid seed 0 is at COM 148 and so forth on that particular startup. So, now that we have a startup for the blades with specific COM ports, even if I'm remote, here's the bat file to start the blades. And I run it. And so it's going to find only those 7 specific devices on those COM ports. Once they're taken, then when I run the one for the Orbs, it can't grab the COM ports that the blades have already seized. And so you'll see we only go up to our 31 Orbs. So we can do that from remote. And I have a tendency, well, I quit this one. And you see, whatever, once these have the ports, I can start any blade batch file, and there are only 7 grid seeds left for it to get. So as long as I have one or the other of these open, I can switch pools at will. Okay, and I'm going to quit out of that, and I actually want to set this, I'm going to quit out of that. I want to set the display size back to where it was. Our height was 43. And again, we're going to repeat the process. We run the specified COM ports. Having got that, now we run the bat for the Orbs. We'll pick up all 31 of them. Now I'll quit this one and start the one for Aurora on multi-pool. And there you go, hashing away, all at their preferred clock speed. And I'll just minimize them. Let me just discuss something else about these bat files. I find the need to know, I want to be able to look back and know what pool I was mining on when. And I don't just want to, keep a log file manually. So I build my bat file to where I have this file called pool log. Okay, and what I do whenever I start this bat file to start my orbs, I send this word or this phrase into that file, and the double caret, a single caret would start a new file, but a double caret just means to append to that file. So then I append the date to that file, and then I append the time, and then I append a row of dashes, a separator. And then I run my bat file to start the thing. And that terminates right there. And then finally, once I exit that bat file, I send that phrase, which is, which pool and everything, which bat file, and the word exit, and then I send the date and time, and then the dash. So let me show you what that file looks like when mature. And you can see the dates and times I started these various batch files while we've been talking. So again, I'm going to do the blade spec. And I don't know why no devices were found. I do now. I know. Because we're already running these. So no worries. And you'll see after 3 minutes, I still have no acceptances on some of these devices. And that's normal. I think after about an hour, you see what's really up. In fact, right now here we're seeing 13.43, and that's really that's what we're getting kicked back from the server. But this in the 11 range right there, actually more like 10.5 to 11 is what we're normally going to see there when it's mature. Here, 16, again, that's high. Normally 13 to 14. Since it's 7 of them, I like to see 2.0 here for each blade. So 14 is about the normal we'll see right there. And I suppose that's it. Yeah.